Yeah. Huh?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Oh, this and that. Mostly browsing the internet and pissing in people's cornflakes where I feel it's needed.
Yeah. Okay.
The camera was running when you rang. Would you like me to turn it off?
I don't care.
Oh, cool. This is Timmy time, folks.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Timmy time.
Oh man, I'm so sorry for Timmy. Oh baby.
Yeah.
It's you know it's time for you to get your fucking act together and stop being such a dick. It's not doing anybody any good. The shit you stir, Holmes.
Yes, it did. It got Daddy Trump, the great orange sheik, in office to stop the globalist Marxists.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, what about the white privilege, you fucking dickhead?
Well, he's the great white sheik.
Oh, wonderful. That's exactly what we needed, is somebody to fucking really try and, like, expand the black snake. Did you see what the fuckhead did in Saudi Arabia?
I thought it was beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful. He sold off our infrastructure to the Saudis.
Ladies can drive cars now in Saudi Arabia. Praise Trump.
Oh, shit. Sell them shit to blow up Yemen with. Come on, man. This is more nuts than it's
you know. Appeasing Korea for 70 years. Bill Clinton gave those freaks $500 million, man.
Well, look, man. look. You know, it is what it is. It's been what it is for thousands of years. Same shit over and over and over again, man. It's the same fucking shit, different century. And it's all about sexual aggression. It's all about swinging dicks, man. It's all about pecker-headed men. I don't give a fuck what race you are. I don't care how much money you have. You're either a swinging dick, ego fucking driven, hubris consumed swinging dick, or you're a gentle person who follows the doctrine of love.
Non-binary sexual rainbow gathering 2018. No dicks, no pussy, all welcome. These fucking liberals fucked up the world, man. Hey.
What?
You can be whatever you want to be, Miss Jane.
I am what I am, Homer.
No dick, no pussy. I think it's a great thing, man. It's beautiful.
Well, I got this, you know, I was born with funky stuff, and they diddled it when I was young. And my brain has never been able to see it properly. And it's always worked too well.
That big pussy hat wearer over there in L.A., man, shot up all them people for the Democrats. That pussy hat, all left pussy hat. Yeah, it's raining out.
Man, they've been trying to blow the whistle on that shit in Hollywood for my whole life. I've heard it. You know, there've been people like, you know, we knew what was going. You know, the Rat Pack and shit. We knew as little kids that it was fucking what they were doing.
Never fuck with no little kids, man. That was all them Jew boys over there, man.
And not, you know, don't be blaming the Jews. It's, you know, they're Khazarians. They're not really Israelites. They're not. It's not my tribe, man. That's the Khazarians there was this whole, the Khazarian Empire in like 832 or something found themselves like on the killing field between the Muslim Caliphate and the Christian Empire, and they decided to convert to Judaism because Jews got along with both sides. But they brought all their blood sacrifices with them. Jews had quit doing that a long time ago, and that's what got them booted out of Europe, because the Khazarians were doing all that shit. And that's what the wars are all about. It's this Khazarian mafia. It's the fucking Morgans, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, that whole crowd. And what I don't know, what you know, the Bush dynasty, and Clinton's part of that shit. It's, you know,
Clinton's all about
They, you know, they're part of the Bush thing, and always have been.
Bush, man. Fuck that Bush fucking punk-ass bitch.
Yeah, well, George Bush the Senior has been our president pretty much since the day they whacked John Kennedy. He's been the go-between between the big banks and the politicians, straight along, since Kennedy's assassination.
Until the great orange chief appeared to the great spirit to rise America again to its all power. Stop the all left anti-flow, the new KK and the Democrat Party. BLM, Black Lives.
Oh,
Hey, take a knee, man. I can't play. Hey, take a knee. I can't play quarterback, so I got to do something. Hey, my body's a tempo.
Are you see in Oakland? Yeah.
Still in Southern Cal, man.
Well, you know, we'd come out there and see you sometime, or you know, we're gonna be in Quartzsite in January for sure.
Who's we?
Well.
You're welcome. You're welcome to a compound.
Well, I've been traveling with a transgender sister by the name of Ariana Sykes. She's a real sweetheart, and it's been good for both of us.
Huh? We don't kick. In the Native American tribal, we always kick them out of the tribe. I'm sorry, Tommy.
Well, some tribes. Yeah, we're Nitakala. We're Nitakala to the Dene, and we're Wingte to the Lakota. And we're respected, and you know we know how to approach the natives respectfully, and they treat us well. We were at the Indigenous Peoples Day block party here last Monday.
Are they making a video right now?
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you, Rainbow. Fuck you, Gary Stibbs. Fuck you, Wasserman, Ramirez Flores. Fuck you, Adam Finch, Marxist propagandist Finch. Whatever your fucking name is.
His house, what you watch in his house is like threatening.
His house got wiped out, and it's, God bless, I'm sorry. But
I didn't see them announce that it got hit. It was spared last I saw. I haven't seen him or anybody. I haven't seen anybody say anything there for a few days.
They're all pissed off. Daddy Trump walked out and hating. I think Democrats really are Satan possessed. They're so evil. I mean,
well,
angry.
You know, the I don't know about the party itself, but the people.
There hasn't been a Democrat party since John F. Kennedy, man. It's been a communist party ever since Lyndon Baines Johnson, period.
Well, I wouldn't call it communist. It's industrial fascism. It's oligarchism.
Yeah, totalitarian culture Marxism. Degrade, destroy, disrupt.
Well, that's not what Marx was after.
Yeah. Communism didn't really work here, but culture Marxism does.
We look at it as corporatism. It's it's oligarchy. It's it's the few making the decisions for the many.
Hey, you know my wife passed away.
Yes, I do know that. And I know, and you made me cry when a little bit, and you're gonna again, I'm sure.
She was from Europe, so she hadn't seen that saxophone, which is sort of rare since her days in music school in Europe, so she thought it was really cool.
Oh.
That little, what is it called, the saxophone you play?
I was playing a soprano. It's the highest one, the high voice.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah, it was a bummer, man. It went on for about a year. Well, because it went on for a couple of years, and then I got guilty about being stupid Timmy on fucking Facebook. And I tried to figure out how much time I took away from her being on Facebook. We figured a year and a half, and then the next morning there came an app out that you can figure how much time you spent on the internet through this fucking app. How fucking weird.
Yeah.
So I guess I won't be trolling memorial sites anymore.
Well, sorry. I don't know. Well, we're the position I'm taking, and pretty much always have, is that there's the hippies who are trying to act like Hopis. And they have never been taken seriously. The fucking prayer circle has always been a front for a drug operation. From the very fucking beginning.
I'm just trying to make a statement, that's all.
Okay, I mean, this is my position. I'm one of them rainbow hippies, and I don't give a fuck what anybody who calls themselves Rainbow Family the Living Light has to say about it. I'm an old friend of Garrett Beck and David Williams, and both of them are like the elders of the hippies who going around acting like hippies. I mean, Hopies. Okay? You know David Williams, don't you? David Williams? Out of Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really righteous brother. And Garrett, I hope Garrett's not like the biggest twin flame artist in the world. I really hope he's just being used. I don't know. I think he's just, it's his heart, and he's allowing, it's a problem with rainbow hippies, generosity and tolerance. It's a big problem. People exploit our generosity and tolerance to limits. And it's conceivable that he's been browbeaten all these years by fucking Principal and the rest of them. I don't see that as inconceivable. Same with Carla and Karen. They're not. They appear to be righteous people to me. No, the other ones, are questionable fucking characters.
I forgot who's Robert McGill? Is that Robin Marks?
Oh well, he's a total fucking. He's insane. He's like that kid's totally nuts. He's a hobo.
Right.
Fucking crazy hobo. Fucking drug abusing drunkard.
Yeah, he lives like a fucking
misogynist too. He beats his old lady.
Right. He lives. Isn't that Robin Marks?
Yeah, he's out of Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, right. That's where he lives. Somewhere on the East Coast, right?
Yeah, that one's totally fucking nuts. What do you know about what's his name? Hanley.
Joey Click. Is that Carly?
I don't know who the fuck that Joey Click is. He seems to be some kind of like contractor's kid and a total right-wing asshole.
No, but you can't get rid of him, man. He's something to do with Facebook or somebody.
I don't know. I don't care. It don't matter to me. I know it. He's. It's like I said. I do not. Nobody represents the Rainbow Family Living Light. Anybody who claims that they do is full of shit. Especially if they do it anywhere but on the land between July 1st and July 7th. I'm a rainbow hippie. Those other guys talking that long shit are either rainboneheads or drainbows. And I make a distinction between the three. The rainbow hippies have been building community all over the fucking world, man. And usually as close as they can to the indigenous people's, habitats. They get the fuck away from civilization, man. Everywhere. We got, and here in Tucson, this is an ancient trading center here, man. There's 3 nations and they fucking rule it. And everybody kind of cops to their shit. And that's the way it is. And the white folk appreciate it. The diversity rules here. Everybody's cool. It's like everybody is cool in Tucson. Anything goes as long as it's legal and moral and doesn't hurt anybody. Dirty people can talk to clean people in entertainment districts, and as long as everybody's smiling, the cops leave it alone.
Your Cubbies are losing 7-0.
Oh, well, they're not my Cubbies, man. I just happen to grow up in the neighborhood. I don't follow that shit. I never have. Bears either.
Yeah.
Not since I was a kid, and I wasn't very into it then. It was more like forced because everybody did it.
So what else has been going on?
It's mostly been real good. We're getting ready to open a new store. One of the grandmas here in town, Maria Siri, who had the metaphysical shop Third Eye, something or other, on 4th Avenue in the 70s and 80s, 90s. I forget when she had it. It just closed right before I got here. I don't know how long it's open. She's opening a new place called Lionsgate, November 11th, on 11/11 and 11/11. We're opening. It's the grand opening. And it's called Lionsgate Studio and Gallery, and it's 2 shops. One of them is a gallery only with rooms that will be rented out to healers and artists as private studio space, and then the store space, which will actually will be store and maker space. Where there'll be crafting tables set up in there with stuff for people to work on right there. And we're working on the opening now. We're gonna do quartzite. I gotta get with. There's a couple of people that are talking about sharing space with us. I gotta get with them and see where their heads are at. We're gonna be doing quartzite. The jamboree is like the 20th or something, 18th. I forget what the dates of jamboree are, and then Tyson Wells may be earlier. And then the shows here, we might do Rapid River. It's just going to depend on what kind of cash flow. Because I'm gonna have to put out like $800 out front. I think $600 at least for the Rapid River show by the day we take occupancy of the space.
Oh, wow. Hey, so you're gonna go to the gym show or courtside or?
Well, we're gonna show.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna show in courtside. We're planning on. Do you know Aben Griffin and Terry Hubbard, the Whole Earth family?
I have to see the face.
You probably should check them guys out because they'll love your bullshit. Because they're always raging about it. They're old rainbow hippies that broke away from them fuckheads years ago. Because that's what it is. It's listed as a fucking festival now. That's not what, that was never the intention. Never the intention. It's something, it got hijacked in 1985 by Stephen Principle.
Stephen Principle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Steve Wessing tells that one. And there's a few people, and Greg Blanchard too. It comes down to there's Rainbow family only exists on the land. Otherwise, it's just noise that somebody's making about their own trip. And that's the way it is, and that's the way it's always been, and it's always been dominated by the guys dealing the big time drugs, who are working for the man. And everybody else is suckers. The people that are actually going there for a spiritual gathering, peaceful and all that happy shit, are being used as cover. Always have been. It's always been bullshit. And there's no native nation that'll recognize the Rainbow Council as any kind of legitimate tribal government. So they can take that prophecy shit and forget it because nobody's gonna ever recognize them as legit.
What was your buddy Barry Plunker?
Plunker's denying he even knows me.
What?
Plunker denies he even knows me. Last I heard. I tried to have David, and I don't even want to go into Plunker. No.
What happened to Kimberly Hoff and her fucking husband?
I saw your girl out there in the 2018 group posting. Nut hats.
The hats.
The nut hats.
What's she have to say?
She was just doing some of her feel good art.
Oh, therapy, the veteran therapy artwork.
Is that what she does at the VA hospital when she goes in for occupational therapy, getting reds adjusted and shit?
God bless her. I'm not dissing her. Yeah, it's occupational therapy art, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she's doing good. Posters are getting bigger. The trails are getting bigger. She's doing good, man.
Did your friend Butterfly move in on you yet?
No, man, I had to give up on her. She's too much of a taker. I can't have takers around me, man.
You noticed. Yeah, she was She was like kind of self-consumed and flitting
He
around.
was like in a premeditated taker, like everything's planned. Like, bitch, you didn't call me like when everything was coming down here to help out. You show up after the fact and want demands a shower.
Well, she didn't seem to make much of a hit here. There were a few people that she was involved with, but most people were kind of like she's bouncing off of everybody else.
She hangs out in Tahoe. Sandra fell at that deadhead bar in Sandra.
That's Wasserman country up there in Tahoe.
Wasserman. Where's he at? Todd Wasserman.
He's some kind of bicycle thing in Tahoe.
Another fucking loser, man.
What do you know about the Magic Bowl Bob incident this year?
It turns out like it was a house of psycho, you know, like Bob's mom and him, like dressing up like a female, and they were slinging heroin, and the mom and him were slinging heroin, entrapping Rainbow SSI bums and taking their whole check.
Did they go to jail?
Well, the neighbors kept protesting, got restraining orders, finally took it to court and busted up the place. Because the mom and him would take the whole check from the Rainbow kids, right?
Right.
Well, now they ain't got no money or anything. They're just whatever little money they are, they're slamming dope right in front of the house in the neighborhood, stealing off of the neighborhood, living off of food banks. And it just turned into one big ghetto. So they busted Bob and his mom. Magic Bull Bob.
Did they get any serious charges on them?
I think so, because they're like doing weird shit with the people's checks, like people's checks that are coming there.
I know. I saw something brewing, but then I saw he had a court problem over it. I think that it was the zoning shit. I think that I saw.
Yeah, zoning and drug distribution.
I didn't see no drug allegations.
Yeah, there's drug allegations.
Police, here we go. Ha! Righty.
That's Rainbow, baby.
I know that one. I've seen that one here. The one with the red, white, and blue cap. Oh, shit. Rainboneheads! Drainbows and rainboneheads! Alrighty! Here we go!
And then the poor kids didn't have any money for the rest of the month. They're eating out at a restaurant every fucking night, man. Him and his mother turned out to be a crime team, dude. The mother and him. I think they shut down the, what was it called? The youth hostel.
When did this happen? What's the date on this bitch?
That was last year, wasn't it?
No, he was at the gathering this summer, and they ran him out.
That was in Vermont. Yeah, it happened right after Vermont. After he got busted for rape up in Vermont. Him and Gary Stubbs, of course.
Was Gary involved in that too?
Stubbs protected him, of course. And the kids ran him out. They all made posters. Quit protecting the rapists. Quit protecting the rapists. So they all made posters, all the kids. And then they finally said, you gotta go, because all the kids got together and made posters and shit saying, he's a rapist, all this shit. Even your girl, Jane Huddle, she was making all the posters.
This doesn't give a date.
Well, right when he left Vermont, then he tried to pull the sympathy card.
Oh, here's his phone number. You want to call him and say hi?
Call them out, man. They'll put you
and it was the concern. This is what I saw. It was last spring, March 21st. There was something on ABC4.
Yeah, it was right after Vermont. Well, God bless him, his father passed away, but to get out of the rape allegations, he was pimping his father's situation to take the heat off him. And then his poor father passed away, and then it went from the father to these kids were, like, they interviewed a couple of kids and said they were just taking their money. Oh, yeah, it was $700 a room, but there was like 6 kids in a room.
No. Well, they do that. They do that. Most of them houses, but you know, most of them houses I think have to get certified.
Yeah, they gotta be certified. You know, I mean, fucking, how can you charge somebody $700?
Yeah, especially if it's room and board.
That's disgusting, man. That's rainbow love for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll charge you $785. Just give me your whole check, please. Yeah, you've been standing here with what's up with Roadhog, the Hawk. The Hawk returned to the road. Roadhog.
Yeah, where's he at?
I don't know, man. Fucking like, dude, his wife beat the fuck out of him, or he beat the fuck out of his wife, blah, blah, blah. Then he gets on the road and has decided to have all his teeth pulled.
I don't know. He came through here, and I met him briefly. I wasn't really impressed one way or the other by the cat.
Yeah,
just another busker on the road.
Just another busker, brain dead libtard.
Well, I you know.
He's alright. Where's your boy Joe Villalobos?
Huh?
Where's your boy Joe Villalobos?
He posted a little something there on that group the other day.
Gypsy.
Yeah, he's one. You know, they have me preemptively blocked from that group.
2018.
Yeah, I can't even see it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm in there.
Huh?
I'm in there. I got 2 puppets in there.
I seen one of them.
Joey's in there.
Yeah, well, I got one in there, but I'm not telling what the
Yeah, I
name
know.
is.
Fuck no. Oh shit. Yeah, so I gotta find me a squaw to move in and cook me some food.
Where you at? I know a bunch of people looking.
I said squaw.
I find one with a vagina.
There you go. What about that woman chick, man? That gay Apache girl with the tattoos all over her face. She's so
She likes girls.
Yeah, I know. What's her name? She's cool.
She's way cool. Loney.
Cool.
She's called Ghost.
I mean,
Her handle's Ghost. I'm not sure what she goes by. She's Rose. You know, she's surprising because like she comes from kind of they're part native, but they're I'm not sure what the details are, but she's kind of middle class kid that's kind of done her own thing. You know,
yeah, she likes that desert, man.
she loves the desert and she loves the rails.
Yeah.
And she's real talented. Have you seen? You know, she's extremely good artist.
She does some hard drawings, right?
She does some magnificent drawings, and she's getting paid to do murals. And she was just doing some serious traditional pottery the last few months.
Yeah, I like her a lot. She's really cool. I talked to her quite a bit, actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's cool.
She's way cool. She's a sweetheart too. Is this a real?
Like all of them, as soon as they know you like the great orange sheep, they block you immediately.
Huh?
As soon as they know you like the great orange sheep, they block you immediately.
Well, you really are.
And that's racism. I'm calling him Orange Man. That's called.
No, it isn't. The fucking guys using fake suntan shit. There's every right to make fun of him for that.
I mean, he built the first gay club in Miami fucking 30 years ago. Give me a break.
I'm sure there are gay clubs in Miami longer ago than 30 years.
But Jesse Jackson gave the NAACP award like 30 years ago. The Illuminati's out of control. The globalists are out of control. They never thought a Republican would win again. And all the crimes of Tommie, Rice, Lynch were exposed.
How do you know that they're not using him as just the changing of the guard from the Bush dynasty?
Bush spoke up today. Why did he speak up today, homie?
It's just distraction. What happened in Gainesville? Let's check that one out.
What?
What happened in Gainesville?
Hey, you know that Mariel Truffles chick?
No.
Because of some dude had a baby in the state of Oregon, took her baby away because she was strung out on heroin or opiates.
I'm not familiar with that one.
But her mom fell in love with me, man. Angela Lowe's. Her mother. Which is sort of cool. But, you know.
Oh, and somebody punched a Nazi. Good for you, you assholes. You stupid fucks.
Don't they know they are the Nazis?
You know, have you ever read the White Rose Society pamphlets? They saw the same shit back then. It's like, you know, the ones opposing the fascists, opposing them with violence, become just as bad as what they're opposing.
They are the Nazis. Antifa. They're so fucking dumb. You are the fascists, you idiots. Anyways, you don't know Mariel Truffles?
No. I haven't had much of anything to do with...
I haven't seen you on there for a long time, but...
Well, I've been mostly blocked for the last 3 months. I've hardly, been... And you watch, I'll be blocked again within a week. I have active anti-fan club that I can't do anything about. I can't get law enforcement to stop them. And, the only thing you can do is, ignore them as best you can, avoid it. But it still manages to find its way to me. They're just they're stealing my shit and adulterating it. And they're trying to paint me as a pedophile, and it's totally fucking ridiculous.
What happened to that Wesley Battles?
I don't know. He's just one of them rainboneheads.
He's like a violent motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a violent motherfucker, all right. I wouldn't want to ever meet him face to face because I might have to hurt him to get away from him.
No, for real.
Almost had to hurt Barry Punker to get away from him. Fortunately for him, one of the Mavericks people stepped in between me and the dog right as I was about to release her.
Barry Punker's a lunatic. Talk like a joker, all these fucking riddles.
He's just, he's stripped out MK Ultra victim, man. They programmed MK Ultra bozo. He's just talking a bunch of long shit about native prophecies, and Magi's another one. They're both full of shit. And I'm sure, I've never actually met Villalobos. He and I went. He got mad at me because I was like, he's trying to get these kids to go viral, and they're all a bunch of parasitic predators. And I'm trying to run an arts cooperative and teach these kids how to live righteously out there. And he just got mad at me. Fucking Rebecca and her dirty kid couch surfing so that I call it a travel agency for dope addicts.
Yeah.
She's running travel. She's booking space for criminals all over the country. It's fucking nuts.
How's your boy Mark Alexander?
I haven't seen him do much either. He usually, if I show my face, he usually jumps up. And Greg Handley is another one.
He's a freak. That freak fucking rip people off.
I know they're all a bunch of violent liars and thieves. No.
It sucks, man.
No, I know it always has. The rainboneheads and the drainbows have been playing the people going there for a spiritual gathering for fucking ever. I'm sick and tired of it. They ran me off in 1999, and I haven't been able to get anybody to go with me since. I might even be out east with Ariana next summer, and she won't go anywhere near it. I might not get home, even though I'm out there, because I can't find anybody to go with. And the last thing I'm doing is walking through that front gate alone.
That'd be fucked up.
So, well, you gotta clean up your act, man. You just gotta be nicer to, both of these, you and Silk both. I mean, these are things that need to be known, but you don't want to be like being so mean to the people that question you. Try to draw them in instead of just kissing their face.
Yeah, well, that rainbow gathering, but it's just a dead troll, so
No, it really isn't. It's mostly populated by international. It's really an international group. Most of these big groups that Stubbs and his youth, Hitler Youth Tour, don't have under control. All of these groups, like that one, the Oregon group was started by Cheryl Colpenser, and she just walked out on it, leaving it without an admin, and fuck anybody doesn't like it. That's a troll group. I haven't been there lately. I haven't seen what they're up to there. Then that Rainbow family thing was international, and it had no admin. The admin left, or I don't know what happened, but that was an international group. There's a couple of international groups that those Stubbs and them don't have nothing to do with. Stubbs and Vince and them. They can't.
I got them blocked, man.
Well, you kind of need to, because they're snitch you off.
Yeah, they'll snitch you off, but they're just fucking ridiculous. They can talk shit about, fucking.
You know who else shuts you down? I think is Whistler.
Whistler.
Dave Finley.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
He shuts you right off when he sees you. And I bet Bodie does. I had to block Bodie finally. His shit got too stupid.
Who was it?
Bodhisattva. J. Daniel Armstrong.
I'm trying to say he's Timmy time.
Huh? No, he ain't Timmy time. That's Bodhisattva. He's been, he's an old sexist. He's Peckerwood. I doubt if he's ever forced himself on anybody because he's a charming fellow. But he's sketchy. He's pretty sketchy character, but he's cool. But it got too stupid after the election. He got a Trumper, and he'd been pushing the flat Earth shit too, and the fake moon landing. It's like, man.
There's a guy that lives on the Arizona border.
Right, that one.
That Bodhisattva?
Bodhisattva is his nickname. That's what he called it. Were you ever on the AGR in the Usenet?
No. Sattva, Sativa, yeah.
Sattva, S-A-T-T-V-A.
What's he been doing?
I don't know. I had to block him last spring because I just couldn't take his bullshit anymore.
Where's he at? What else has been going on?
Just same old. I've been traveling a little bit with Ariana. We've been getting around. We just went up to Mount Lemmon just to take a forest bath the other day. Yeah, Ariana Sykes, Ariana Persephone Sykes, and she's don't get sexist with her. She'll just go, be nice. You gotta be nice. Yeah, well, I see how you talk to some of them women. And how they talk back to you. I know.
They made me into a whore, man. I didn't do any of that. Now, you're talking about the deal?
I never actually met her, and I don't, you know, she's one of them. She's one of them crusty kind of rainboneheads that got her shit together. I know a few of those. Do you know? What's her name? What do they call it? What's her fucking name? Yeah, I can picture her face, but I'm drawing a blank on her name because I know she don't want me naming it. Something Scapegoat. Sandy Scapegoat, that's right. Do you know Sandy Scapegoat?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's one of them crusties that's got her act together.
What were we just asking about? Your friend. How do you spell her first name?
Nicole or Ariana? Arianna. Ari. No, just one R. Two N's.
Ariana Priest.
That's her. Redhead. Tall redhead.
Alright, so you guys been hanging out?
Yeah.
She lives in Arizona now?
Well, she lives part of the year, most of the year in Arizona. Her family's out east, and she likes to travel internationally too.
Oh, cool.
So, like, she'll be here until the middle of November, and then she's taking off to her family's until after the holiday, and then she'll be back. And then she usually takes off in the spring too.
Stay with the war.
What the hell is up here? Some of my real fans.
Greg Blanchard. Another winner. Yeah, Ruth's gone, homie.
Tom Waits. Who the hell is playing the horn, saxophone with Tom Waits? Yeah, I got a real fan here. Brother in Canada that I met through the human rights crowd. There's a. I think that's a trumpet.
Your friends with Rose.
Yeah, that's a muted trumpet.
Feel like I'm in heaven when you're with me. Oh, that I'm in heaven when you smile. Oh, it's working on clouds. I got something I found and it's you. I don't have to take no trip to outer space. I have to just look at your face. And before I know it, I'll be northern around you. Hanging my lucky stars, I found you. When I see your constellation, honey, you're my inspiration. So my North Star and I'm lost and the sun is breaking through the clouds. Don't you know it's true? Honey, all the other stars sing about you. Hanging my lucky stars, I found you. when I see your smiling face. I don't know whatever wanna do and it's you, 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 and it's you. And it's you. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-ba-da.
Oh, you're still there.
Yeah.
I forgot because I'm responding to my friend Kelly Arbuckle. He's hi there, Tommy Jane. Whenever I hear someone playing the horn now, you always come to mind. I hope life's going great for you, and that you might like this tune even half as much as I. Happy, Tommy Jane. Are you hip to my group, my favorite, authentic hippie friend? Okay, nothing. I forgot you were there. I'm kind of buzzed, man. I'm a little buzzed, and I'm working on getting more buzzed. Because I absolutely have nothing I want to do tonight except like get some rest. I've been getting bad phone calls from some asshole, and the cops ain't doing nothing about it.
How was it?
I've been getting trolled hard since the day I logged onto the internet. Actually, I'm a targeted individual, man. They've been watching me since I was a kid. It's a bloodline thing. They knew I was coming, and even if they didn't, they sure saw it when I started filling out them fucking achievement tests. And they've watched me real close and fucked with me real hard all my life. Man, I've been arrested over 100 times on stupid shit. Been beaten near to death by cops several times. I had to do training movies with them where I had to submit to so much shit. God. But you know, I uncovered like an extreme right wing sex slaving operation that was connected to a forum site called scam.com, and they've just been escalating on me ever since. And there's a group of it's organized e-crime, and it's they're bottom feeders because the feds don't have the manpower to keep up with it. They're the ones that send out those 419 letters. Hi, I got $40 million. I want you to help me move it to America, kind of shit. And they'll fish your credit card with phony advertising and then fucking clean out your bank account. That kind of crap these guys are into. And they sell each other mailing lists and Magoo lists. And the feds won't do anything about it. I've been trying to report it for years. And they've blown up like 50 of my machines over. They get more than 50 of my machines when they were connected to the wire. They can't hurt the machine as badly, but they're still watching me. I mean, I can't do a fucking thing without being, NSA's got a bot that's like programmed to watch me from a satellite or something, man. I've seen them fucking looking at me when I sit down at public terminals or when I sit down at like somebody else's machine. They know me. the fucking bot that runs the fucking internet knows me, man. And I don't know who they tell what I do, but they see every little fucking bit of it. That's for sure. I mean, I can tell because I'm on a big business desktop, and I'm seeing shit happening in my browser that is like related to whatever's my internet connection, thinking I'm just a handheld. I see shit happening in my browser that is like not legal.
Well, it's getting worse in football.
Huh?
white man liberal plantation. Now you got football players beating these referees. Marshall Lynch sock punches a referee tonight in Oakland, California.
Why did you do that?
Because he's Marshall Lynch, a radical Oakland leftist.
Yeah, well, why did he punch the referee?
Well, the liberals wanted to destroy football for a long time. So with this Kaepernick now, this guy, they finally have destroyed it. But soccer will be the new world sport. I don't know. I haven't opened it up. It says Raiders Marshall Lynch ejected for pushing official. You're supposed to be banned for life if you ever touch one of the officials. We'll see what happens.
Now, that's pro football or soccer?
Football. Soccer will be the new world order game because everybody gets a trophy and everybody's the same.
Well,
in socialism, everybody suffers the same. I guess Northern California.
yeah. Oh, you all right?
Hey, go to the Rainbow family so that Joey Clicks put Timmy Todd put up mug shops at Gary Stubbs.
Yeah, Stubbs has got to be going nuts. I laughed at him when he showed troll alert. Yeah, we know, Gary. Yeah, we know you're a troll. You don't have to announce it.
So where is Stubbs? He's a tweak, man. He's an angry guy, man.
Oh yeah. I for years I tried to like appease him, and you know something? I met the fucker in 1999, and
Yeah.
he's just a full of shit asshole. He was a full of shit asshole back then, and he's just gotten worse. Mean, angry man.
Me, Democrat. I mean, just violent.
Huh?
Just mean and violent, man.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen him in action, but he sure is. His words get pretty violent.
Yeah.
I just can't anymore. No, it's not me. I can't relate in a world of men as a man. I never really did it well, and now I definitely can't do it. I'm crazy old hippie intersex thing. Yeah, I'm this thing. And I'm enjoying life. I mean, things are going really, really well. I'm part of a very vibrant community, and I'm not even the oldest of the. I mean, I got big brothers and sisters, and for.
You still in the same place?
Huh?
You still in this?
Yeah, I'm on the corner of 10th and Euclid.
Have you had any visitors?
Lots. I got Ariana coming over several days a week. She even stays over some nights. Like if she's got a gig down here that ends late, she'd rather stay here than go drive back up to the north side where she usually stays. And then I got a neighbor down the street that stops by a few times a week, and I see other people come by, and I chased off a tweaker tonight. Oh, jeez. Some fucking speed freak showed up at my door because I had my yard sale sign out.
Oh, shit.
And I wasn't going to bring him inside, but he asked specifically about electronics. It was okay, take him in the backyard, but then he started geeking on everything. I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. You got to go, man. And then he freaked out on me a little bit. It's like, get the fuck out of here before I call the cops, Holmes.
Fucking idiots, man.
Well, it's like hard drugs. I'm into earth medicine. I'm an earth medicine user, and I don't like to use harsh psychoactive drugs, to do crazy things, especially not on a daily basis. Man, I did speed once about 30 years ago and never did it again.
Yeah, fuck.
Do what?
Delete a post.
Oh, you're causing trouble. I haven't. I closed the browser down so we could talk. I was.
Oh yeah, no, it's just all bullshit, man. I just, I don't know what else to do. This place is a mess.
Well, you know, anytime you wanna, you need somebody to vent on, feel free to call.
Yeah, I should hit the road. I mean, a lot of these girls that I was wasting my time with when Ruth was here, she sort of didn't care at first, but then it bothered her at the end. I mean, what a fucking shame. What a nightmare, man. But got a sponsor. I think I made amends to her like before she passed. Sorry about all that Facebook shit. You just like became a drug. I mean, I was doing like political shit at first, but it took time away from her, you know.
Well,
it really sucked, and then it became like whatever I was saying on the internet became real in life, and then I got fucking like had to go to my shrink and get more medication. Like, what the hell's going on? But it wasn't good, man. Because I couldn't even talk to her at the end, and she was saying you're away, so I can't even communicate with you. Because the speed of the internet affected my speech, not just with Drainbow. I was all over the place. And that was right. I mean,
focus, bro. You need to focus. No, just I don't know what else to tell you besides focus. You know, get a grip, get a grip. That's what my big brother used to tell me was get a grip.
Yeah.
Just get a fucking grip, and you know, put a smile on your face, and think of something worthwhile to do, and fucking do it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sick of sitting here.
well, you know, are you a rainbow warrior?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
clean up your act, Homer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to go hunting some cactus or something with me? Let's go out in the desert for a couple of days. Go see if we can't find. You know, we're in Yaqui country here, man.
It's a fucking vision trip, Chris.
Yeah, you know. Ariana and I'll take you out there. Ariana, I'm glad to take you out there. She's done ayahuasca with the Peruvians.
Wow. I got some San Pedro right down in the backyard. It's for sale on one of those sites. Did you see it?
No. How much you want for it?
I'm queen of silver. I'm $75 a plant.
$75 a plant? Are they legal to sell?
Yeah, for landscaping.
That's your bottom dollar?
Yeah. Why? You don't have any money?
Fuck no. Did you take trade?
What?
Did you take trade?
Oh yeah, let's trade, man. Old Indian style.
Huh? Fuck yeah. You come with some of them. You come with some of them. Not only will I trade you for whatever. I mean, I got good stone and artwork here.
Well, I mean, I got so much shit I would just give it to you.
Well, that'd be cool. That'd be way cool. We'll just transplant it here.
See, Ruth was a clothing designer. She went to Parsons School in New York. So, like, with her eyes, what she's seen, there's never going to be anybody like her again. So,
do you have any of her sketches?
She's an artist.
Have you got her sketches and her patterns? We can produce them.
Her daughter was in her room. I just go in there and stand and stare because I never participated in her life with that or got interested in what she was doing until she died.
Oh.
You know, I mean, just fucking sick, right?
Do you have any kind of relationship with her daughter? Because, you know, we can get that stuff into production.
Yeah, it's real. I mean, there's like 4 sewing machines, and patterns, and tons of.
Yeah, well, you know, we can get that shit rolling. There's, you know, we get that. That's it's the season.
Her last art pieces were she was doing like she loved Japanese style art. She was doing like pandas and.
Is she selling somewhere? I mean, like, is she in a gallery or anything, or galleries?
No, poor thing. I always never got to. When she died, I finally realized she wanted me out of here. This was going to be her little studio. It wasn't even supposed to be a place to live. This was going to be her, like, studio work area. I sat in the corner one night just crying like a baby. I saw everything like, oh, no, that's why she wanted me to get out of here and go look for an acre, a half acre. So we were going to build an adobe for me, her, and the kids, so they'd always have a place to come to, and we would own the property. And, yeah, this was going to be her studio. She just got done with a really nice, like, Indian fucking elephant from, like, you know, like, all the colors of blue, the whole spectrum of blue, turquoise to dark blue.
Right.
Beautiful. It was like three-dimensional, and you would look down the hallway, and it looked like the elephant was popping up off the wall. Her daughter took that back with her, and I just noticed that this couple of days ago. Hey, what happened to the elephant? She took a lot of her art pieces with her. She's a real artist, man. You know, she could do architect, design. She totally remodeled this whole place. This is actually like a living art piece right here. Like the place itself, she took it down to the stud walls and recreated the whole place. And it's beautiful. As I fucked off on the internet with Tommie Jane Wassenberg.
Don't blame me, man. Don't be fucking blaming me. I've been avoiding that shit. You've been all deep up in the middle of it.
Yeah, I know.
Don't be blaming me for that. They ran me off, and I stayed off. You know, it's like the Drainbows ran me off in 1999, and I have not, you know, since 2010. I've been trying to convince people to go home with me, and I haven't been able to. Nobody is willing to go.
Yeah, I thought about a vision request, but I don't think Ruth would like that. I don't know.
Well, I'm more than likely heading out east with Ariana next spring, and it's quite possible that she will opt out of going. And if she does, I probably will stay with her.
We're back east.
Her family's in Raleigh.
I got friends.
Well, that's where she's from, and they're somewhere near there now. I don't remember.
I got friends in Jersey.
Well, she's got her I don't know, her best friend, her closest friend, and her niece kind of thing, are in Virginia Beach. So she goes out, you know, she goes and stays with her family, and she goes and stays with her friend, and then she comes back to her family, and then she comes to Atlanta and stays with her friends in Atlanta, and then she'll come back here. Sometimes, you know, she just goes wherever. She's got friends all over the place.
Wow.
But she does it by bus mostly. She don't like driving her car across country. Don't trust it.
What kind of car she has?
It's a Toyota Camry wagon.
Oh, cool.
That was pretty reliable, and she takes decent care of it.
Well, I got a good one for you, Tommie.
Okay.
There was a little dinero. Got a little dinero. And then I walked into Ruth's room. I said, hey, man, it's fucked up with your situation, which couldn't even imagine what it's like. In my situations, well, my disabilities, whatever, and insanity.
Well,
And I told her, I go, the only thing I can think about is that iPhone 10. Next morning, she got up off her deathbed with a swipe of a pen. That little bit I was going to get was gone.
Dummy. Oh well.
Oh, well.
Oh well.
I was angry at first. I go, what do you want me to do? Fly a fucking sign now at 100 years old? No, it was right, man. It's fine. I don't know what spirit did that. It was the spirit of morphine, the spirit of hurt, the spirit of death. I was acting like an idiot for a little bit. When I fucking manned up, I said, it's fine, it's cool, whatever, fucking.
Well, I just, you know, all you know, there's been a really bad wind blowing for months now.
Down there?
It's just everywhere, it seems.
Because,
well, people are following the what my ancestors call the Eight Sahara, the Sitra Akra. They're listening. They're acting on the evil inclinations of the other side. People on the left and the right, what Eric Hopper called true believers, they've been indoctrinated with lies. They're acting out on lies, and that's this Dunning-Kruger syndrome. It's kind of a self-induced mental retardation. It makes you make a lot of wrong choices because you believe in lies.
Yeah. Well, hey, so, yeah, not only Facebook, but religion of Apple. So even after, I still did this Apache kid, he showed up here. He was here when she died, and I was like, well, that's strange. Oh, he was Apache Japanese. I go, well, that's sort of strange. I really didn't know the kid too well, but I figured God wanted him here. Here he is, fucking, because she liked Japanese artwork. And then that kid came and got me the next day. He was going to buy me any Apple phone I wanted, any computer, and then what I had said to Ruth hit me, and it was like, nah, man, I don't want an Apple phone. It's not that important anymore. It's just not. It just, I don't want it. Fuck it. It cost me my lady friend a year and a half out of her life, my behavior while I was here. When I wasn't on the computer, my behavior was actually worse. And I think I made amends, but my sponsor says I can write a letter to her, make an amends letter to her, to myself, which I don't know what good that's going to do, but I think she understood. I don't know, man. I just didn't think she was going to die. I was in denial.
Well,
one tribe said they sent me some seeds that would pick up her DNA, and you're supposed to grow the plant, and that plant will fight the cancer, but it was too late for that even. That's old Indian medicine. That's from like fucking way back, 1500s, 1600s. These are fucking seeds that were from the 1700s from Florida.
tobacco?
No, marijuana.
Was there weed here, or did the Europeans bring that?
They were THC that the seed that picks up her DNA and then it eats the cancer.
No, I'm pumping one now.
Yeah. You still on that Kiwi farm shit? Huh? Oh, where's your buddy Martin? What, KD? Where's the boy KD? KD. Where's that fool at?
Huh?
Where's Martin Paul KD?
I have no idea. I see him posting here and there. They all have me blocked, and I really don't care. Those are they're rainboneheads and drainbows. They, we're all human family, but those guys ain't got no fucking. I mean, maybe distant cousins. That's, I have my family of friends, and they're not in it. So, they ran me off. That whole reality ran me out in 1999, and none of my friends will go anywhere near it since 2010. And that's just where it is. Oh, where's edit nicknames, add friends, turn off
Hey,
chat for
whatever
Eric.
happened to
Oh no, wrong one.
Richard Whiteside.
What about him?
Where's he at?
He's up in Shasta. He's doing his thing, and here we go. I needed to do something for somebody. Yeah, no, he's cool. It's Richard Whiteside. He's one of the conservative hippies. That's one of the right wing hippies. He gotta watch his shit though, because he posts a lot of fake news.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a lot of times he don't even know it's fake. Sometimes he knows it's fake and he says, "Ah, fuck it, it's an interesting story." or it's about something people need to think about, or something like that. So I just, huh?
I'm glad Trump pointed out all the propaganda of the alt-left news media. I'm glad he pointed it out.
The right wing's no better, man. You know, anybody who takes anything from the mainstream media as like not spun, as being objective, is stupid.
That's why I don't have a TV.
I haven't had TV since 2004.
I haven't had a TV since the 90s, man.
Well, I hardly watched any from about 1982 until I finally said, no, I don't want one anymore at all. Huh?
It's all fucking propaganda.
Well, there's a reason they call it programming.
Exactly. You couldn't even go, hey, dude, man, you couldn't even go to AA or NA meetings when Trump first won. It was so fucking violent. It was ugly, man. I fucking put down about 20,000 people in the fucking meetings.
What? The arguments between the Trumpers, the left-wingers, and the right-wingers in the AA meetings got stupid?
Yeah, we're there to talk about alcohol and drugs, and then be up there talking about fucking Trump. Dude, you were fucked up before Trump got into office, and you're going to be fucked up when he gets out of office in 2024. So go suck a fucking dick, man. They shoot me out of the meeting. I go, you fascist fucking pig. See how you are? Oh, it's bad. It was ugly.
I know, you're naughty fucker. You're worse than me.
Oh, no. Ruth stood up, too. Even with her cancer, she stood up and talked right.
She told me they were full of shit.
Go read a big book in Afghanistan, you fuckers. Go read a big book in Russia, see if you can see how far you get.
Huh?
You know,
well,
fucking retarded.
Well, I speak out against partisan politics in general. I think the right wing is just as stupid as the left. It's the same bird. It's the same fucking bird. And the banker gangsters play both ends from the middle and don't give a fuck about any of that crap except profitability of every penny they spend.
I'll give that to Obama. He did say that in a speech that we need to listen to both sides. We shouldn't shut down the other side because we don't like what they say. I will give that to him.
You know, I gotta give it to them. The class act, and they did. You know, both of them. You know, she's fucking spotless, man. That shit about Michael Obama is bullshit.
Oh no, he had a lot of shit out of Fast and Furious, fucking Benghazi.
Well, yeah, but that's military-industrial complex shit, and he really was really beyond his control. He just, you know, he just had to sign off on the shit. You know, you can't blame that. Would have happened. That kind of crap happened under Bush, and as a matter of fact, more of it happened under Bush. There were more casualties. So, you know, but as far as their morality, they're spotless. You know, he was a dignified statesman, and they did more for transgender people than any president ever has done for transgender people.
In 2014, he was against gay marriage.
I don't care about that. That's not what's important to me. He did more for transgender people than anybody. Who is the first one to hire one in the White House.
Was Donald Trump.
Huh?
Was Donald Trump. He hired the first gay black woman 30 years ago to be Donald J. Trump.
I don't know. Maxine Waters has been around longer than 30 years.
She's a
And Shirley Chisholm was around longer than that before her.
She's insane.
Who?
Maxine Waters.
I know
Totally
comment.
insane. I would love to be still smoking weed and just watch her and just laugh. She's like on PCP.
There it is.
Maxine Waters.
Maxine Waters. What did she do that was crazy?
And lives in an $8 billion home. She's just a poverty pimp, man.
She did what?
She can't even speak the English language.
Oh.
She's a poverty pimp. But she lives in an $8 billion home. How did she get the money for an $8 billion home?
Worked hard all her life.
Well, it doesn't look like your Cubs are going to make it.
They are?
No.
No, they're getting hammered tonight, right?
Yeah, 9-1.
Uh-oh. Oh well. What game is this? What's the series at?
Dodgers 3-1. First one to win 4 games is the winner.
Yeah, I know that's how it works. I didn't know what they did. I thought it just started.
Yeah, it's been going on for some time. Very comfortable with it, very good.
Let's see what the World Series is. Cubs versus Dodgers. 9-1 in the top of the 7th. They're getting hammered there. And
What happened to your buddy Garrett?
what about him?
I'll lead him. He's sort of a shill.
Well, I don't know that. I don't want to say that. He's been a good friend for a long time. So, you know, I mean, I feel guilty enough just like considering that he's a fucking liar.
He's sort of like a con man.
Well, yeah. That is an issue. That he's never conned me. But I have to wonder if I get stroked sometimes just to calm me down and shut me up. It's like I really got fucked over hard by those people in the 1990s. Real hard. Used me for a lot of shit. I was used for a lot of shit, and then just, you know, cleaned out, kicked to the curb.
I saw him somewhere the other day.
Do what?
You still making your YouTube videos?
Yeah, that's where this one's gonna go.
Oh, really?
But the camera's been running for over an hour.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Well.
Fuck you, Stubbs, you fucking punk. Trump 2020. Trump 2020.
Okay, for those of you just like, yeah, but don't know what's going on here, I'm Tommie Tooter, and this is Timmy Time. We are two of the most infamous rainboneheads in the world. Timmy, I don't know. I mean, I'm just taking his word for it. Claims to be full-blood Seminole who has been on the Rainbow Trail since you claim to have you were at Granby.
With STP families in 1972.
You were there. And how many gatherings have you been to?
Before it got ugly, probably about 8 or 12, probably 12, 8 that I can remember.
And these are national annual gatherings, July 4th gathering somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Square circle, home for swell.
when do you consider it to have gotten ugly?
Right away when that what's his name, Little Hog set up the Sioux tribe for the LSD that he was selling.
You mean Rainbow Hawk?
Rainbow Hawk, yeah.
They went to jail in the early '80s. Him and Woody.
Yeah. What's his name?
You say it. I know. I'm trying to cultivate some kind of relationship with the jerk. Keep it diplomatic until it's time to grab his ass and bring him in as a witness.
The dude, the Italian dude.
Yeah, that'd be the one with the bus and the chicken-eating dog.
Stays with his mother in Florida or some shit.
That'd be the fellow.
Daughter in Hawaii.
Yeah. The daughter in Hawaii, the mother had just given birth when he went running off with Rainbow Hawk to this bogus deal that they had going in Long Island. And it's from Denver. He's like in his early 20s. And
went down for 7 years.
He went down for 10. And the Greg has claims to have known him back then and advised him against doing it and yada yada yada. I've seen a lot of crazy shit go down around that LSD over the years. One guy got killed in Arkansas in the mid-90s. I think it was that was probably 94. No, it was 96, 97. They were going to do Arkansas, Missouri thing, and they had a scout camp up on the ridge between Mount Ida and Hot Springs. And they sold a blank sheet to some locals who came back with a shotgun, and they had to carry one of them out of there with a toe tag and a bag. And then the drainbows were showing up downtown and jumping in the fucking fountains with their clothes on and the dogs and shit. Bring their dogs in the hot pools downtown. That didn't sit real well with the 3-4 different kinds of cops in that town. So it was like, open season on hippies there for a while.
Where was that? Hot Springs, Arkansas?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's an old mafia town.
Well, yes and no. It was historically, in pre-Columbian time, it was a truce town. And the way the legend goes, even in the days of Al Capone and them, they used to leave their guns outside town.
That's crazy. Man, this is an hour video?
Hour and a half coming up on 90 minutes. 90 minutes of Tommie Time and Tommie Tooter going at it, talking shit. 90 minutes of Timmy Time and Tommie Tooter talking shit. That's fucking classic.
Fuck Gary Stubbs.
I wouldn't fuck Gary Stubbs with your dick. Cranky old bastard. He's just a cranky old man. I got no time for cranky old man.
Say a prayer for my wife that just passed away, please.
I'll say kaddish for her right now if you like.
Yeah, go ahead, man. For real.
No, I will. What I do in my prayer book. Alright, what the fuck? Why isn't it right in front of my face? I've been cleaning up in here and it's still dirty. And I don't even see my prayer book. That's fucked up. Where's my prayer book? There it is. What's her whole name?
Ruth.
Ruth what?
Huh?
Ruth what?
Just Ruth, man.
Just Ruth, man. Okay. Now I gotta find the page.
Ruth, who was a Muslim from Iran.
Ruth is a Muslim from Iran.
Yeah.
I say it in English.
A Muslim and a Native American. Well, how about that?
She
didn't practice Islam, but she respected it.
Well,
she had her father in heaven, and that was.
Yeah, well, if her daughter wants to keep that stuff in production, I'd be glad to take a whack at it. I think I know who I could ask to get a sewing shop going and do her designs. So I should say this in the presence of a minion. So I'll just have to pretend, but I'm going to do it in English. This is the rabbi's kaddish for Ruth. We say, may his great name grow exalted and sanctified in the world that he created as he willed. May he give reign to his kingship in your lifetimes and in your days, and in the lifetimes of the entire family of Israel and all mankind. Swiftly and soon, and now respond, Amen. And then the congregation says back, Amen, and may his great name be blessed forever and ever. And to continue, may his great name be blessed forever and ever, blessed, praised, glorified, exalted, extolled, mighty, upraised, and lauded be the name of the Holy One, blessed is he. And blessed is he, the congregation responds. Beyond any blessing and song. Oh, we're after Yom Kippur. Beyond any blessing and song, praise and consolation that are uttered in the world. And now say, Amen. You can give me an Amen back. Or Amin is the way that they say it in Arabic. Upon Israel and upon the teachers, upon their disciples and upon all of their disciples, and upon all those who engage in the study of Torah, who are here or anywhere else, may they and you have abundant peace, grace, kindness, and mercy, long life, ample nourishment, and salvation from before the Father, who is in heaven and on earth. And now respond, Amen. May there be abundant peace from heaven, and life upon us and all Israel. And now respond, Amen. He who makes peace in his heights, may he, in his compassion, make peace upon us, and upon all Israel and all mankind. And now respond, Amen. Yes, I will exalt you, Hashem, for you have drawn me up, and not let my foes rejoice over me. Hashem, my God, I cried to you, and you healed me. Hashem, you have raised my soul from the lower world. You have preserved me from my descent to the pit. Make music to Hashem, his devout ones, and give thanks to his holy name. For his anger endures but a moment. Life results from his favor. In the evening one lies down weeping, but with dawn a cry of joy. I had said in my serenity, I will never falter. But Hashem, through your favor, you supported my greatness with might. Should you but conceal your face, I would be confounded. To you, Hashem, I would call, and to my Lord I would appeal. What gain is there in my death when I descend to the pit? Will the dust acknowledge you? Will it declare your truth? Hear Hashem and favor me. Hashem, be my helper. You have changed for me my lament into dancing. You undid my sackcloth and girded me with gladness, so that my soul might make music to you and not be stilled. Hashem, my God, forever will I thank you.
Thank you, man.
Don't thank me, I'm innocent. I'm just following orders. Where's my flute?
Wow, well touched, man.
Huh?
Oh, wow. There you go, play that flute, man.
Alright.
Wow.
I better quit while my head.
There you go. That's beautiful, man.
Honestly, God, I can still fool people after all these years. I hit that high one, and so okay, I don't even want to try and like, but we'll just leave that in people's heads for a while.
Yeah, when you're done with this video, put it on the wall.
Let's cut it off. Let's just say goodbye.
Alright. Goodbye, Rainbow family.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and to my anti-fan club, namaste, motherfuckers. Don't tell me I got no friends, got no history. You cannot tell the world what you think I am with the fucking flimsy evidence that you've got when I have people that have known me for many, many years. So, namaste, motherfuckers, and everybody else, thanks for watching. Happy day. Bye.
Cock a head, motherfuckers.
Aho, matakwe asin.